There are 7 fundamental principles that exist to create an efficient and fair society. There are consent of the governed, limited government, rule of law, democracy, representative democracy, majority rule, and minority rights.
The Articles of Confederation was the first draft of the Constitution for the United States of America. This new article was very, very weak and showed that states would remain independent, that government cannot levy taxes or regulate commerce. Also, the government could not send troops wherever they needed to see fit. This was an early draft and not a great form of government. The charters of the Virginia Company of London are royal charters that established the United Kingdom colonization of America. They struggled financially, but the rule of law organized colonization of Virginia. The Constitution was the second and final draft of how our government should function. It had a preamble and contained 7 articles that eventually turned into the Bill of Rights, starting the first 10 amendments. The first started by the Constitutional Convention in 1787. The Declaration of Independence was written on July 4, 1776. The main author was Thomas Jefferson, who started writing in the middle of the outbreak of the Revolutionary War. This document declared freedom from Britain.
The English Bill of Rights was passed in 1689. The English Bill of Rights created separation of powers between the monarch and the legislative body. It was also a guide for individual rights, one of which being freedom of speech. The Magna Carta was passed in 1215. This occurred when nobles rebelled against King John. The Magna Carta was created to protect the rights of the nobles. The Magna Carta established several principles such as no one is above the law, similar to modern-day fundamental principle, rule of law, and no one can take away certain rights. Additionally, the Magna Carta limited power to the monarch, King John. The Mayflower Compact was created in 1620. The goal of the document was to create a government with rules to help the Pilgrims once they got to the New World. A compact is an agreement between the people and the government by definition. 41 men signed the agreement on the ship on the way to the New World. The VA Declaration of Rights was written by George Mason in 1776. This document contained the first Declaration of Rights in America. This document additionally recognized the rights of Virginians. Also, Thomas Jefferson drew info from this document to create the Declaration of Independence. This document also contained the famous quote that all men are born equally free and independent and have certain inherent natural rights to life and liberty. The VA Statute of Religious Freedom was created in 1777 by Thomas Jefferson. This established many basic principles such as freedom of religion for all citizens and establishing that religion is separate from the government or the church is separate from the state.